howdy, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. Today is Friday, and before I get into anyway, it's Friday, I wanted to make a couple announcements. Announcement number one, summer is over. It's been 65 or less degrees outside all day today. It's 1:30 p.m. right now. There was a time in my youth, before I was paralyzed, when 65 degrees was considered nice. But when you're old and paralyzed and you have to scoot around on a scooter and you're bald, by choice, by the way, it gets cold quick. Plus, I'm paralyzed. My body doesn't shiver. And if I understand shivering correctly, it's a mechanism your body uses to help keep your core body temperature stable. I don't shiver. As a result, my paralyzed hand gets really cold really fast if I don't take precautions. I can't put a glove on because my hand's paralyzed and the fingers won't open. So I take this old beanie cap I got and a rubber band, and I use that. That keeps my hand warm so it doesn't freeze. It has frozen before. Being frozen is different than being paralyzed. A frozen hand hurts. A paralyzed hand just sort of hangs around doing nothing. Alright, that was announcement number one. Summer is over. Oh, and because of that, going to be a lot less GoPro adventures on a scooter. Temperature is going to have to be 70 degrees or above. Little or no chance of rain. And a definite destination with a safe path to and from. Alright, the second announcement has to do with my reaction videos to The Boys. Episode 4 is due to drop on Friday, which is today. I'm going to go into it with a new attitude. I'm going to attempt to go into it with a new attitude and try to watch it without saying hardly anything at all, and let my facial expressions convey my reaction. Alright, so before we get into today's video, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, family, neighbors, doctors, teachers, preachers, all the above. Be safe, maintain your social distancing, wear your mask, wash your hands. Alright, enjoy the video. Hey, I'm John and welcome to my channel. That's not my real background, it's the Zoom background. Let me tell you a couple of reasons how you can know it's not John's real house. I would never have a dead plant inside my house. I would never have a dead plant outside my house. That chair behind me looks very uncomfortable. That belongs on the porch, not inside. The fireplace is ugly. It's too small of a table for a dining room table, but it's probably not a dining room, probably breakfast area. Anyway, I was goofing off. I booted this up. I looked at myself. I said, wow, look at me. I look halfway decent. My hair's not all ripping around. I do have it just has a mirror video option. I wonder if that one side of my face is starting to get a bad zit. Anyway, I didn't really have any plan to record. I'm still coming down from my trip to the HEB. I wonder if I can sit back and talk clearly, coherently, and intelligently. 2 out of 3 would be good, right? I'm so funny. I think, what was I thinking about before I fell asleep? The Boys has taken a turn. It's in the crapper you wouldn't believe, and I don't understand why the other reactors that I enjoy watching are still in love with this show. Are we not watching the same thing? Probably not. That makes it look like I have a heck of a lot more hair than I do. You said you were going to sit still. If you sit perfectly still, no one will know. Perfectly still doesn't mean with your mouth gaping open. Is Gully here? You're doing fine. Keep talking. You don't like A-Train. Homelander's a cunt. I knew Stormfront was trouble from the beginning. So did everybody else, but they refused to accept that reality until they saw her be the cunt that she is. I don't know why people expect the show to continue to be good. After 3 episodes, they've proven that they don't care about putting out good product anymore. I'm invested in Ryan, the kid who couldn't fly. And I'm invested in Starlight, or if we're being honest, Starlight's ass. And I'm invested in Kamiko, the female. I never did look up to see who played her. I give a shit about Butcher. He's the villain of this show, not Homelander. Homelander's just a comic foil. He's done his part. He's blew his wad. He's done. Nothing else he does is going to surprise me, and if it surprises any of the other reactors, it's because they're gullible, I guess. I don't know. This show has let me down. Anyway, Gotham. They finally, the Penguin has been the Penguin since the beginning. Not the Penguin from the TV series or even the movie, Danny DeVito. But they finally showed us the Riddler came up and said he was the Riddler. His name, the actor's name is Corey something or the other, something or the other. He's pretty good playing Enigma. Now he gets to play the Riddler. Let's see how that works out. I found out while I was cyber stalking the females of the show that Cameron Bicondova gets replaced. I suppose they're going to have to do the same thing they did with Ivy Pepper. She fell into what I thought was a sewer, but I guess maybe it's just a water line. Oh, if you haven't seen Gotham, spoiler alert. Anyway, and she was like a 10-year-old scrappy little street urchin kid. Not unattractive, but young and dirty, filthy dirty, and kind of a smart ass. Next time we see her, she's a supermodel. So they replaced her. I guess when we see Catwoman for the first time, it won't be Cameron by Condova. Now I just finished, I'm guessing, season 3, episode 16, which was the episode where the Riddler rolls himself out as the Riddler. But a few episodes before that, we meet Selena Kyle's mother, who for a good 5 minutes I thought that was Michelle Pfeiffer. And then I thought, while I was thinking it was Michelle Pfeiffer, I was thinking, why would Michelle Pfeiffer do a television program? Then I remembered Michelle Pfeiffer, correct me if I'm wrong, she played Catwoman in one of the Batman movies. But it wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer, it was somebody else entirely who looked a lot like Michelle Pfeiffer, at least in the Gotham TV series. The images I saw her on Google Images, she didn't look a whole lot like Michelle Pfeiffer. Anyway, also James Remar, whom you might remember as Ajax from The Warriors, he's in this. I'm not a big, giant, huge fan of James Remar, and when I say that, I mean what I say what I mean. Doesn't mean I hate him, doesn't mean I think negative of him. I don't have any posters of him. I don't know if he does music on the side. I don't know who he's married to. I just enjoy his work when I see it, that's all. If I say I'm not a big fan, that's all it means. I'm not a big fan. Doesn't mean I'm not a fan. Who am I arguing with? Probably everybody, but nobody in particular. So Gotham is still going strong for me. I've been trying to be critical just to test myself. I don't understand the Bruce Wayne clone. You're going to throw a wrench in the works. That might be a good way to do it. Now, if the Bruce Wayne clone, who can already fight and do things, apparently he trained, they took him and replaced Bruce Wayne. So I don't know what their deal is. The Court of Owls, a stupid name for a cult or whatever the hell it is, secret organization. The Court of Owls. They could have just called themselves who? Get it? What do owls say? Who? Who? My arm just started itching for no apparent reason. It's my paralyzed arm, which means it's not an emergency. If this arm starts itching, my mind goes into overdrive. I can't scratch it with a paralyzed arm. Does that look sad? I'm going to try and move my hand. I can't. I can't move my hand. Stay still, John. You're freaking out there. Okay. Gotham. Yeah, I still like Gotham. Still like Selena Kyle. Still like Alfred. Oh, Lucius Fox would probably be number 3. Don't really care about Jim Gordon. Don't really care about Harvey Bullock. Don't really care about Barbara Keene anymore. She's still hot as a pickle, but I saw something. Oh, Katie O'Shaughnessy. Hi, Katie. I'm a fan of yours, a big fan, and I mean it that way. Uh, she used the phrase hotter than Satan's ball sack, which I found adorable. That's how I felt a few minutes ago before I started this video. For some reason, I was sweating, thought about taking my shirt off, but then I decided, well, what if I want to make a video? I'm tired of making videos half naked. Stop moving. Don't quit leaning into the camera. Just stay back here and talk. I hate this part. See, I'm looking into the camera, but I don't know what it looks like on the screen because I'm looking at the camera and not the screen. I can't look at both at the same time. I guess when I play it back, I'll be able to tell. Gotham is still good. The Boys, I advise you not to start watching it. You will love season one. You'll fall in love with characters. Season two will come along, and you'll wonder what the hell happened. Did they hire a bunch of kindergartners who use crayons to write their scripts? Did they hire a bunch of people who worked at Home Depot to do their lighting? I haven't even gone off yet on the bad lighting, the bad camera angles. Maybe I haven't seen it. I'm still pissed off about the stupid plot lines and the stupid dialogue. That deep storyline. You went way out in left field in season one with the deep. You saw people react or heard people react. So you thought, well, let's just leave them out there. If you want someone, let's do it, personify their inner demons or whatever. For instance, the Penguin would see his father. The Riddler would see the Penguin after he killed him. You don't need talking gills. The Deep could have talked to any animal. The dolphin could have showed up on his bed, and that would have been more reasonable. Who cares if the Deep gets back into seven? Raise your hand if you care. I don't care. I don't care about the Deep at all. The only thing I said about the Deep during my reaction in episode 3, which didn't work, I think I said, and this was about 10 minutes into the episode. It was fairly early. I said something to the effect, who cares about this character? We haven't even seen him use his powers to his full extent. And then not too terribly long after that, the boat gets attacked by sea creatures. Now the reactors looked dumbfounded and astounded. What's going on? What's going on? I knew right away it was the Deep. Matter of fact, as soon as I saw them on a boat, I said, Deep's going to come into play somehow. And of course I was right. And when I'm right like that, that takes away any enjoyment factor for a television program. If I would have been able to predict what Carol and Daryl have done on The Walking Dead and been correct, I would hate the show. Well, I haven't been. We're not going to talk about The Walking Dead. Totally different quality and category of entertainment. The Boys used to be, now never will be. Gotham is, I'm enjoying it. I don't know why I missed it when it first came out. Right now I'm at the point wondering, are we going to see Batman in this? Don't tell me. If it's the clone that becomes Batman, I'm done with it. But I think if it does happen, it'll probably be the last episode. Katie O'Shaughnessy, she's a YouTube reactor. She reacts to The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead. And some of you reactors who haven't started reacting to Fear the Walking Dead yet, get off your ass and start reacting to Fear the Walking Dead, please. You know who I'm talking to. I want to see. I'm curious why we don't see reactions to Deadwood. I know it's old, but it was a heck of a show. People are still reacting to Band of Brothers. Heck, I almost started reacting to it, and I've seen it 4 times. Oh, maybe we will talk about TWD. I'm thinking about reacting to The Walking Dead, starting from season 1, episode 1, from a critical point of view, just for fun, just to see what I can notice and make myself hate the show. I can predict I'll be saying, I'm sorry, Daryl, I'm sorry, Carol, but I hate your show. I found out recently that there's going to be a spinoff involving those two. So probably be all right for me to hate The Walking Dead and not blame Carol and Daryl. This is what my friends and family had to deal with before I started this channel. I would go off on a tangent with no clear end in sight, and they would be wondering how it started anyway. And I thought, well, maybe if I start a channel, I can talk to people who won't be too terribly annoyed. And if they are annoyed, they can just click away. My whole intention was to, anyway, react to The Walking Dead, and I've been reacting to these other shows as a form of practice. That got hard and boring and difficult and annoying and frustrating. Then my brother, bless his heart, love him to death, gifted me with a scooter, which I now use to go out on what I call adventures. You would probably use another word, and I can't think of that word. It's in my head. It's bouncing back and forth, left and right. Hey, I wonder if I can put a ball bouncing back and forth. I'm going to think about that when I edit. Oh, fuck. Stay still. Let's quit leaning into the camera. I'm going to slap you the next time you do it. Shut up, Billy. And you're not going to hit me. I'll hit you. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Anyway, so I started doing that and editing those, because sometimes the camera goes off on its own and then it'll start on its own and I won't notice it. So when I get back, I think I have 5 segments. I'll have 7 or 8. And my idea for how I was going to put it together while I was trekking about is all blown to hell. So that's starting to get frustrating. Plus it rained yesterday on my adventure. I got the pneumonia. I'm sick. I'm going to die a painful death. I'm kind of glad I shaved. That probably improved my appearance by a factor of 5, maybe. I was going to say 10, but you be the judge. Stop moving. Oh, fuck. Why do I let him do that? Oh, and I've been preparing for the new shows and stuff. I got myself a. Oh, you can't see it now, can you? It's a notebook for taking notes. College Rules Notebook, 130 sheets, 5-star, and it's got a. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but it's got like a ruler and a triangle. What do you call that? Not a protractor, but oh no, that's a. It's got spacers so you can separate your subjects, I guess. It's only got 2, but it's supposed to be 5-star. Why don't have more than 2? Oh, labeling tab is what they're called. Pretty neat. It's something I didn't have when I was in school. Oh, I don't like the weight of this paper. I've had this for a month. I'm just now checking it out. But for taking notes, I guess. Need to get a pencil. No, I hate pencils. Pencils are good for sketching. They're not really that great for writing. You heard that from me, the expert in using pencils. I'm hot. I'm not trying to turn anybody on. That's an unexpected side effect. If it happens, get up, walk away, drink some cold water. I should make a public service announcement. All right. Anyway, it's Friday. It's probably over. Today's Thursday, and I'm just testing Zoom, I guess. Last time I did this with Zoom, I did it a little different. I used OBS to record the display screen and me. The display screen was just the Zoom virtual background. Oh, I can change these. If you're not familiar with Zoom, but here's an office sort of kind of looking place. All right, I'm gonna move this down here so you can see. This bookshelf is kind of my favorite because it's kind of what I really want behind me one day. But this one kind of advertises Local Life and Arletto. It's probably got dead plants, which I don't like. It's got this one, which is I think it's the little rec area in the Millennium Falcon. This one's kind of neat. The attic. Why is there a spaceman in there? I didn't say these all made sense. There's like a little den area. I would take that chandelier down and replace it with a ceiling fan first. This would become a shelf. This would become a secret cubbyhole. There's a fireplace here. This expensive painting shouldn't be above the fireplace. What else we got? That's the one I started in. Oh, here's one. I like this one too. On the moon. And there's it's either Buzz or Neil. This one's cool. And golden. Is that C-3PO? No. First I thought it was the Oscar. His hands are different from the Oscar. Anyway. Are you bored yet? Too bad. Keep watching. It's even got like the Simpsons living room. How silly is that? And it's even got Hogwarts. There's even animated ones. But my animated ones, I made them with, I had to convert them using Movie Maker, and I didn't have Movie Maker. I didn't have Movie Maker registered when I did this. But they do animate. If I can get rid of that label, I don't remember how I converted them. And I don't know if I still have the originals. But that might be neat to do. Make my friends jealous. This one's kind of neat. Kind of goes in, I could pretend I'm on my scooter, but I'd have to turn around. I wonder how that would look. I'm going to turn around. You're not going to be able to see me. I bet I disappear on it. You can't see my chair. Riding on my scooter, riding on my scooter through this area. Riding on my scooter, riding on. Let's stop. Emergency brake, emergency brake. Only why you can't see my chair. My chair is not black. Well, it is black, but the shirt that's on it is gray. I wonder if you'd be able to see this. You can see what it looks like on that one. Same. Oh, and there's a cute animated reality. I guess it's cute. Goats. My friend calls me a goat now and then. I thought about if he called me a goat, I'd put this one up. If he called me a goat, I had to ask him what the hell that meant, which sort of took away from what he was trying to tell me. Because a goat would know what goat meant, right? This one reminds me of that duck show with the Robertsons. I don't remember the name of it, but it had Crazy Cy, Crazy Jace, Hot Daughter, Hot Wives. Here's a nice looking one. Is this Picasso? It is Picasso, isn't it? What would I do different here? Well, this red and blue teardrop looking rock things, they gotta go. Uh, I like this painting, Picasso or otherwise. That can stay. There's too much. These all need to be the same. Get some Nagels or some. Can't think of his name. My ex-girlfriend collected him. He's a good artist. I can't even think of how to look for him on the internet, but I think he's an Austinite. Ain't none of these, I know that. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, I did make a couple from photos I took of. Oh, here's the hallway from The Shining. Red Rum, Red Rum. I did take a couple pictures. Here's the bench I used to sit at when I waited for the bus on foot. Here's another angle of the same bench. Here's the trash can next to the bench. And that's all I did. I didn't take any more. Here's a better angle of the bench. I would have to get a chair that's invisible to this coma tree, whatever it's using, I don't know. Put it back a little ways, and then I can look like I'm sitting on the bench. That's how it works, right? Here's another one of the moon. I kind of wish now I had one of the earth from the moon, but I don't. This is, I'm in the 7-Eleven parking lot taking a picture of the bus stop. This one is my future tattoo. It's Aries Ram. Who said I'm anti-Trump? He's sitting behind me. Really, he is. You have to take my word for it. Monkeys. I'm just showing off Zoom, not even getting paid for it. There's that one I like that I stuck with. This one. So it's not really my house. I wonder how long I've been recording. There's no timer on this one. Zoom, you need to add a timer if people want to record so they know how long they've been wasting time. These pillows are also ugly. Maybe I can make a series where I critique Zoom backgrounds. Anybody interested in that? You should can get Zoom your damn self. Figure out how to get virtual backgrounds and critique them your damn self. Here's an ugly doll. Another dead plant. Why isn't there a bowl of fruit on this table? Should be a bowl of fruit with bananas, apples, and oranges. Maybe some pears. These chairs are also kind of ugly. And they're not the same. This chair is different than these chairs. Poor people trying to pretend to be rich. This lampshade is completely out of place. This belongs in a teenager's bedroom, not in the living room. What a waste of good shot glasses. Put these near the bar, please. Two stupid pictures. You could improve on this mantle quite easily. Matter of fact, someone threw away a mantelpiece just the other day. I almost brought it home. It's kind of heavy though. I was thinking about getting somebody to cut it for me so I can make a better ramp for my threshold. I'm not typically a dumpster diver, but at the time it seemed like I hate this background all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened. Let's go to this one. What happened? How do I get rid of that? What did I click on? Well, heck. That's me, by the way. I'm thinking 20 plus years ago. Hey, those girls are right. I do have a pretty eye, or at least I used to. What am I wearing? I think that's a Conan t-shirt and a gold chain. No, it's a silver chain with a gold necklace and some sort of amulet type thing. Ward off evil. How do I get rid of it? I don't know what happened. I'm going to stop recording. Like, subscribe, comment. Toodaloo.